Hey everybody, welcome to Salty Saturday, the first week of the new THL regular season. Excited to be here. I'm Donde, currently undefeated in Hero, alongside my partner, who is also currently undefeated in Hero, BrushyTuna. Brushy, what's happening tonight, man?
Living it up, man. I was so excited to get this message earlier about casting the first THL match of the new
Absolutely.
season. So I'm pumped. I know you're pumped. I know there's a lot of THL fans out there pumped. But, welcome back. Took a short break, but here we are.
Oh yeah,
Back and better than ever.
better
Maybe.
than ever indeed. Yes, welcome back to THL. I know we didn't have a very long off season,
Nope.
thanks to the staggered start here of the new season. But that's okay. That means more content for everybody, and I
Yeah,
know you and I both love to do this and be behind the desk. So this is exciting
absolutely.
for us, and thank you for everybody for tuning in over here on Twitch when you could be watching Worlds. I mean, hey, you might as well pull up a monitor. Pull up the screen on each monitor and enjoy some hot THL action tonight. We've got DoctorFeesh versus SkrtReynolds. DoctorFeesh of Servants of Yogg Saron. SkrtReynolds of Tonk if you are Corny. Great name, by the way. Great name.
Both names are great.
I mean,
Can we
both
just
names are
mention
great.
it?
Yeah.
His name is SkrtReynolds, and he's playing for a team called Tonk if you're corny.
Yeah, it's pretty much perfect. I can't
Yeah.
really complain about that in any way. So as you might imagine, since this is the first week of the season, both players 0-0 right now. We're looking at DoctorFeesh with a Demon Hunter, Paladin, Priest, Warrior, and SkrtReynolds with a Demon Hunter, Hunter, Paladin, Warrior. So not too surprising in the lineups. These are,
Mhm.
basically four of the top five classes that were projected going into the season,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
with that Hunter, Priest kind of being that flex spot in the lineup. So I'm not surprised to see these picks here. So Brushy, what are you thinking we might see tonight for decks? What do you think we might see for bans?
All right, for Dex. I actually like the aggro Demon Hunter from DoctorFeesh over the Soul Demon Hunter. It beats Hunter the same. It's better into Paladin and it's better into the Demon Hunter mirror. So um, so I like that. I'm also thinking that DoctorFeesh might ban Warrior as well. So I kind of like it there too. But even if he doesn't ban Warrior, I do like the aggro over the Soul for the same reasons. You just sometimes get there faster than what they can do for armor or stabilized board. Paladin, it's probably going to be the pure, but I'm curious if we'll see the Broom. Priest is probably that hot list that hit rank 1 legend, the control priest with the top ends with Murzon and all kinds of crazy discount shenanigans. And then the Warrior is honestly like one of my favorite classes right now of this meta, is because there's like 6 solid Warrior
Oh
lists,
yeah,
and you can't go wrong with just about any of them. They are all pretty solid. That could mean that Warrior needs a nerf or something. But I do like all things Warrior. But me personally, I would like to see like a control Warrior type deal. It deals well into the Hunter and it deals well into the Paladin. Maybe even throw a Cthulhu in there into the control. Um, and then for SkrtReynolds, I'm gonna go the same thing. Aggro DH over the Soul, but comfortability on Soul go Soul. The Highlander Hunter, it's Highlander Hunter. There's no arguing about it. I'm just curious to see if there's going to be a Trampling Rhino in the list or not.
definitely.
Um, yeah, Paladin, same thing. Probably pure, but excited to see if it would maybe be Broom. Doubt it'll be Broom, just because that one kind of got a resurgence in the past week, and I doubt people probably had enough time to tinker with it and make it what they want. And then the Warrior for SkrtReynolds. Probably the same thing. Just a control warrior with a Cthulhu aspect into it, or maybe even bomb warrior. Deals well into the priest and pally of the DoctorFeesh. So,
Well, I'll tell you what, we did get the bans while you were
ooh,
going through the possibilities here, and it is not surprisingly a double Demon Hunter ban. I know that's not what
okay,
you were exactly thinking, but those
no,
are, the most common outcome so
yeah,
far this week in all Hero, let alone in any series. I know we haven't started Conquest yet, but I can only imagine Demon Hunter is probably going to be pretty heavily banned there because I don't know what you really do to target it with a full lineup. So,
yeah.
yep, no Demon Hunter tonight. That's not going to be on the docket here. So we've got Paladin Priest Warrior versus Hunter Paladin Warrior, and these players are ready to go. So I think we can go ahead and give them the notice to start, and we'll jump in. It should be mentioned as well. This is an Orange Conference matchup, which happens to be the same conference we're located in. Right now, it is currently 8-2. Tonk, if you were Corny, so it can be effectively wrapped up tonight if SkrtReynolds wins.
Yep.
The other Orange match happens to be ours, Dark Side of Cthulhu versus ATL, 11-11 right now. Exciting, going down to the final match tonight. That's happening, I think, pretty much at the same exact time as this. So
yeah, I think it's going on right now.
Yeah, should be fun. So we will let the players know to go here and have this up on the screen in just a minute.
All right, who do you have where, Donde?
We're going to have DoctorFeesh on the bottom of your screen. SkrtReynolds will be on the top of your screen.
Skirt. I'm just going to do it every time.
And Brushy, why don't you tell the viewers out there what they can get for subscribing to the channel?
You get these awesome emoticons in Twitch chat here. Saku works very hard on them. They're very beautiful, and I think we're going to get some updated ones maybe in the near future. So make sure you're subbed to get the new ones as well. Additionally, all your subs do go to a little THL fund to help us run big tournaments. Like we just had that one big tournament in the off season a couple weeks ago. The prize pool and all that stuff does come from the subscribers' money. I'm no good with words right now, but if you like us, at least hit the follow button.
Big fan of the guy who is casting tonight saying he's not good with words right now, because that's pretty much the only requirement.
I started class at 6 a.m., ended class at 6 p.m., been working on homework until now, played like 2 games of ladder just to get out of the homework mindset.
Oh, I know, I saw that one game.
Fried. Huh?
I saw that one game of ladder.
Yeah, listen, it didn't end well, all right? It was close. All right, I see some eyeballs, so let's get into it.
Yeah, wrestling with the friends list right now, myself.
Don't worry, it'll get fixed one day.
I will fight with honor.
Arise and carry out our lady's will.
Are you able to see SkrtReynolds?
No, it looks like they don't have the spec on, so just asking for them to do that real quick.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's get the screen going. So we do see Warrior for I'm sorry, I have this backwards. SkrtReynolds is supposed to be on the bottom.
Oh my god. Sorry, it says I have it enabled.
Oh, there we go.
Let me think.
Are you able to see him?
No.
I cannot wait to read these.
You might have to do a reset.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a reset real quick here.
You want to do it right now?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just gonna back out and see if I can.
Oh, see if you resetting.
Yes,
okay.
Me reset.
Okay. I was like, listen here, Donde. I don't know if you know how the THL rules work, but that's no bueno. All right, so we got turn 1 outdoor attendant from SkrtReynolds. No idea what's in the hand. Probably some buffs.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. Skrt did say that they have their spec on, and it's not showing up for us here. So I'm just going to back all the way out of the game real quick and see if we can get this going. But if you can radio cast for us, Brushy, in the meantime, that would be ideal.
Absolutely. DoctorFeesh's hand is Corsier's Cash, Bloodsworn Mercenary, Evil Quartermaster, Minefield, Coin, Lord Barov, and Risky Skipper. It is turn 2. He's facing down an outdoor attendant and a red scaled dragon tamer from SkrtReynolds here. Currently weighing his options. Minefield doesn't really clear up the board. Leaves one minion with 1 health, so it's not exactly ideal right now. But most likely just see this Corsair Cash from DoctorFeesh. Gets the Bulwark of Azanoth up to 5 durability. It's going to be huge later on in this matchup here when, Paladin's relying on 1 or 2 big minions to push through some damage, and that Bulwark's just going to eat that all. All right, going into turn 3 for SkrtReynolds. Looks like they're playing a little slow to have you catch back up, Donde, maybe. Be my guess.
Yeah, still having trouble
every turn.
specking Skrt. That's okay. Gonna get back in with Feesh here.
Alright. At least we'll see one side.
Yeah, we'll have one side of this here.
Maybe we'll have him do a quick reset after this game.
Yeah.
Just try to fix this. All the viewers at home can see what he is working with. Sleet's Pride dropped down for SkrtReynolds, and DoctorFeesh weighing his option as his pressure continues to grow from the Paladin. He can just take it slow, go with like an evil quartermaster. You can play a minefield and hope it does something, but like that's not fantastic. I'm down for just taking it slow, get a wacky out this quartermaster, gain some armor. It challenges the board okay. It forces the Sleet's Pride to punch into it, but that's just 3 less damage going to your face at this time being.
Yeah, so sorry, as I mentioned, sorry about the technical difficulties here. Just for some reason, Skrt says that the box is checked, but we cannot spec. Not sure why. We'll try to get that worked out after this game. But right now we do have Feesh, and you know, it happens.
Checked,
it happens.
But we cannot.
I wonder.
What was that?
It was just funny. You said the box is checked, but we cannot spec.
Ah, well,
I thought you were trying that on purpose.
Not on purpose, I assure you.
Oh, well, look at you and your way of words.
I know. It's just how I do, man. But yeah, this appears to be more of a you know, Libram Paladin, obviously from SkrtReynolds, since we've seen that. I'm sorry, a pure Paladin, since we're seeing that Sallet's Pride out there.
Doesn't the Sallet's Pride usually mean it's broom?
No, what is going on in my brain right now? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, Sallet's Pride is Libram Paladin. You're right. Man. Oh boy, first week of the season. This is exciting.
Oh yeah. Make fun of me 5 minutes ago. Oh, I'm real glad that my co-caster over here is not saying he's not great with words right now. That immediately messes it up. Yeah, okay. All right, Donde. I see you, dude.
You know I love you, man.
I know. And both Libram and Wisdom's in the opening. Couple draws here for SkrtReynolds. An Iron Beak Owl off the top for DoctorFeesh. But he's got to start doing something and quick. His pressure from the Paladin is just continually building. And DoctorFeesh really only has one clear, and that's Lord Barov. But he really doesn't want to use that Risky Skipper too soon because he's going to need it for the armor game. So we'll see. I think he's weighing his options. See if he has to do it.
Show you who's boss. Armor made to fit.
Alright, no, you play as Lackey. I like this.
Double time and double
I didn't really fully think this playthrough. DoctorFeesh a little far ahead of me. Dies line through. Got the full clear. Gained 5 armor. Or 6 armor, I should say. And we pass it back to SkrtReynolds.
Yeah, at this point, Feesh just trying to assemble some combo pieces here. You know, with that Mercenary in hand. Bulwark of Azzinoth, definitely looking to see if maybe there's an ETC in this deck. It could just be a Control Warrior. It could.
I think it's control. We saw Kargath in the Mulligan.
Okay, I didn't see Kargath in Mulligan.
Yeah. And the Iron Beak Owl also makes me think it's not ETC. I think the combo of both of them makes me think it's not ETC and it's just straight Control
Straight
Warrior.
Control. Yeah, that's probably the case. And, you know, right now, we're looking at Feesh being a little ahead in terms of cards. He's got 21 in deck to Skrt's 19. So, Control doing its thing early.
Yeah, I mean, but the Paladin's happy with that. I mean, they're fine with drawing everything so they can just Penflinger combo kill you.
Right. Yeah, the Paladin's not looking to win a fatigue match, not looking to win a long game. But gonna broomstick right now.
Yeah, just clear out this Armor Smith.
That's what we're gonna do, and also keep the 2 minions alive by using those Librams of Wisdom. Which are now 4 casts deep for a Liadrin turn later on. Second Armor Smith gets drawn for Feesh.
Feesh can finally use that minefield if he wants. Been looking at it all game and hasn't really had an opportunity to cast it. And this is the first time this minefield would actually kill off with minions.
What next?
Maybe he's thinking about Bulwark? No, yeah.
No, it seems
got
like,
a minefield
at this point it's a little too low value. You can definitely do better especially once you start to see those Leaves of Hope get played. Yeah, I like that play from Feesh. Just take it nice and slow, clear the board, hit the armor button.
Yeah. Doing what Warrior likes to do. Have armor.
It's rarely a bad thing here. We're going to see an Amber Watcher. Just playing it for the body here, considering no health had been taken off of the health total there for SkrtReynolds. So it's a 5/7 body. And right now, only one discount in the Libram so far, that Elder Attendant on 1. And have not yet seen any Truth Seekers or that second Elder Attendant.
Nope, not yet. Start with a shield block here from DoctorFeesh. He weighs options, see what we get. Ankar. Ankar's good. Yeah, equip it, go face.
Pick up is the Sword Eater.
God, I love this card so much.
Yeah, Sword Eater, strong card, considering, it equips a Fiery War Axe for you, which is essentially only 1 cost less. And for that, you get a 2/5 taunt as well. So, pretty strong card.
With on average is like a 2.5 to 3 mana card.
Right.
And you got a current 3 mana card as a weapon. So you got a 6 mana card for 4 mana.
And even if you consider the War Axe at its height of being a 2 mana card, still a good deal.
Yeah, you're still getting 5 mana worth of a card.
Skrt playing a weapon of his own is the Hammer of the Naru, which creates that 6/6 taunt there in addition to providing the weapon. That's a newer card here, obviously. One that I personally wasn't sure if it was going to see a lot of play, but it does seem like it fits in just very nicely here in the mid turns here for Pure Paladin.
Yeah, it fixes a lot of issues that the old Paladins used to have, where they got to this mid game issue where like a lot of their minions are just like 1/1s and 2/2s and pen flingers. Really wasn't putting a whole lot of pressure on the board. But now you have a 6 mana 6/6 as well as a 3 attack, 3 durability weapon. So it's huge.
And also huge is that play of the Timberwolf, which now shuts down this Bladestorm to an extent, as it cannot deal with the 6/6. And Feesh, I mean, he's got options. He can Lord Barov if he feels like this board is too much of a threat. It is 13 damage plus the Naru Hammer, which is 16 total. Starting to get up there a little bit.
15?
Yeah, it's a 3 weapon. It's not a 4. What's
I only had to correct you because I looked up and I was like, wait a minute.
What are numbers? They're just...
What's Prime Meridian? But, yeah.
It looks like Barov will be the option here.
The only bad part about this Barov is he has to waste his Bladestorm, though.
Yeah, it's using effectively 2 board clear possibilities for the price of 1.
Yeah.
He doesn't swing. Doesn't draw anything. I mean, I assume there's a second Skipper and a second Sword Eater in the deck.
Maybe. A lot of lists only running 1 because of like the aggro matchups are just so brutal sometimes that you need to make sure that you only have the one Sword Eater, so your Ankar almost guaranteed
gotta
to
draw.
on the
You
second
gotta
swing.
draw the second. One of the Skippers at least on one of the 2 swings.
Yep.
Skrt will get that second Amber Watcher down. This one does heal back to full. So far, Skrt doing a pretty good job of just staggering the threats out, making sure that there's something the Feesh has to answer, at every stage of this game. And so far, that Iron Beak Owl is still sitting in hand. What do you think Feesh is targeting with that? It's got to be an 8/8 at this point.
That's a Lady Leodrin type target.
Sure.
They always Leodrin, and then they put like 48 Librams on 1 minion, and you just go boop.
Here's that Sword Eater. We did see the Risky Skipper get drawn, so that, we don't know if the second, as you mentioned, second Sword Eater in deck. 14 cards remain, 15 for the Paladin.
I assume not, because there was that Kargath that we saw earlier, so I assume the second Sword Eater was cut for the Kargath. But one thing I am curious, I was looking over HS replays of exact 30s of this deck of the Broom Pally, and a lot of them have N'Zoth in it.
Interesting.
or Yogg, Saron. What are the old gods? A lot of them are running some of the old gods, and some are
I mean,
not. So I'm
you got to
curious.
get the play 10 Old Gods quest done somehow, right?
Oh goodness, that quest.
Hmm.
I just played Highlander Druid that ran both Yogg and his Authentic. Just jammed it.
There's a big Libram. 8 cost on that Libram of Hope. And SkrtReynolds is now deciding that this is the time to push using the last swing of the hammer. And Feesh doesn't really want to use the his weapon to go to that 8-8, I'd imagine.
No. No.
Seems
You already have 23.
unlikely.
Swing it into
Yeah.
Seems bad.
The question becomes, is this a high-value enough board to brawl? And, of course, there's the chance that you brawl and lose it, basically getting the 8-8 to stick
Actually,
right where you started.
I kind of like just going Risky Skipper, Armor Smith, Bloodsworn, Battle Rage.
That is a big draw turn and also does mitigate future damage because you're looking at, gaining 1 armor, 3 armor, 5 or 6 armor there?
10? You get about 10 armor.
Yeah, 10 for the because the Bloodsworn makes the duplicate of the armor. So, yep.
Yeah, I think you just lean into it, take 2 damage, because it's like you're theoretically go to 21, right? You take 2 damage at the end of it. Oh.
Alright, he's going to go ahead and brawl. Puts the owl down first to see if there's a chance of a win. 25%, of course. And does not win it. But it's better than the 8-8 being the minion that holds on.
Yeah. I did not like this play at all. I didn't want to use the brawl there. It just felt so low valued, and SkrtReynolds still just has so much in hand. I think the right play was just to lean into it, draw 4, because we need to draw into our ways to close out this game. Because sitting here the rest of this game, we're gonna lose this every time. You're just gonna give the Penflingers and the Paladin way too much time to just set up and eventually kill you over like 3 or 4 turns.
Second Libram coming down.
Yep.
And now Feesh is kind of in a pretty similar spot to where he was before Hungry Crab. And good positioning, too, keeping that 8-8 in the middle, because that Silas that just got drawn off the top here for Feesh really could have messed things up. But no, it's not going to get... Well, I mean, it could take the 5-7, which is, I guess, the worst thing to do, but you really would have liked to take the 8-8.
Worthy or unworthy?
I still think we got to do the Risky Skipper play. I don't know, just... If we're not doing it now, what are we saving this for?
Yeah, it really is all the cards in hand that you would want to have for the Battle Rage turn.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's going to mitigate a lot of damage. It's also going to take out this this crab too. So it's going to be effectively 13 damage with you eating 10 of it. So you're going to take 3 damage.
Yeah.
And then whatever you draw from there.
But like, I don't know. Just Paladin doesn't go wide too often at this point in the game. So like, we're only going to draw 1.
Or unworthy?
Just wants to draw the 1. Draws Deathwing. Not a good spot here for Deathwing.
No.
And just gonna Bulwark this turn to dodge any damage. Is there any possibility this is the OTK, and that's why we're holding the armor?
I forgot that was a thing.
It is.
I hope not, because I think the OTK is so bad in this meta. But maybe
I've not seen it on the ladder. I've never come across. I mean, if I've come across it, it's because I didn't know it was.
Killed them too fast.
I killed that deck before it became an OTK deck.
Which is the reason why I said I don't like it in this meta, is because the games end way too fast. This is way too aggro of a meta to be running something that.
For those who don't know maybe what we're talking about the Ash Tongue card that you give to your opponent with Silas and hit it with a massive shield slam to kill your opponent in one go. That was briefly featured last meta once Silas came out, but before the new expansion came out, and it has not really seen play since then.
He's sees a lot of good play in Wild. It's a lot of fun in Wild because you just play odd warrior and gain 4 armor a button push instead of 2.
Yeah, tank up, rank up, of course.
Tank up, rank up. All right.
Is that a new one for you?
Yeah, it is actually.
All right, all right.
All right, all right. Okay. There's that Kargath. Man, I really wish we would have Risky Skipper Armor Smith comboed instead of just drawing 1 last turn.
I mean, it might have to be the play here nonetheless. You can Kargath as well.
I'll show you
For a
who's
little
Kargath
extra.
do enough?
I
Just
mean,
a little extra armor?
It's gonna be enough armor, but it's I mean, DoctorFeesh is not going to die this turn. I would imagine. However, we're not going to see it clear, even with the Kargath being played.
Yeah, it puts the Ancient Guardian goes down to 6 health when he plays the Kargath, so it still has 2 on it. Yeah, we can't clear it.
But I do like still playing the Kargath because at least you get rid of the Hungry Crab, which means the next 2 swings into your face are still mitigated by the Bulwark, and you'd rather have it eat an 8 and a 5 rather than a 2 and a 5, and then you're taking 8. So I still think it's the right play here, but I don't think he's probably not swinging with the Kargath. No.
Nope.
Okay.
All right then.
Maybe feels like, okay, the Armor Smiths are high enough value that you need to choose between hitting face and clearing off the Bulwark and getting rid of the Armor Smiths so that they don't continue to gain me armor in the future.
Yeah, I wonder if it was also merit to swing your Kargath in just to get the Prime in your deck.
I mean, I can see the case for that.
Yeah.
First day of school there for SkrtReynolds. 2 more one cost minions in hand, and of course, for those joining late, we are experiencing some spec glitches right now. With Skrt, we're gonna have Skrt restart after the game. Hopefully, we can get for game 2. This is still game 1, and so we're just kind of guessing at what SkrtReynolds has in hand most of the time. That's a great pickup off of the first day of school. But looking at the hand, 3 cards in hand. One is that 1 cost minion. Now 1 is a Libra, and then there's a card he's been holding on since turn 3.
Yeah, I would assume that's like Liadrin.
Yeah, Liadrin makes sense, I think, there. Well, here comes the other card. Yeah, Salad's Pride. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Liadrin at this point, you've played 6 Librams, 8 Librams, I apologize, of Wisdom, and then 2 Librams of Hope, so if you can clear out your hand there, you're going to get a lot of stuff. But just finally getting the Librams of Wisdom to be free, thanks to the second Elder Attendant on the first day of school.
Yeah, I wonder why we didn't play the other minion or the other Libram.
Yeah.
Just to open up our hand for a possible Liadrin next turn and just push.
Yeah, understandable. I mean, I guess ultimately you could play the Libram for free, provided any of your minions live, so there's no downside to that. I mean, the downside to that is obviously it's not on the board, but we're going to see Deathwing and the board will be cleared.
Alright. This is the first breathing point of this game for DoctorFeesh.
Yeah, it's weird to say considering he's at 35 effective health, but he's been under siege most of the game. Good staggering of the threats from SkrtReynolds, and maybe this is the point where the warrior finally starts to assert control.
Yeah. My only issue is we need to find a way to close out this game for DoctorFeesh, though, before we start assembling Penflinger, hey loser shenanigans.
Well, if you would allow me for a moment to indulge you, I believe Rattlegore is in this list.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not fast enough, right?
Sometimes it's not. And we did see 1 mercenary be used already, so assuming there's 2 mercenaries in the deck, that means there is still a way to duplicate the Razorgore for those playing Classic WoW.
Try to keep yourselves alive.
We're going to see the Barov get rid of... Oh, there's the Penflinger.
Reporting for duty.
So I assume this other minion that he has off first day of school is just something awful. Like Ash Tongue Slayer or Depth Charge or... Oh, maybe not. He's playing it? He didn't play it last turn, so I assumed it was something bad. Lab Partner, okay.
Lab Partner, that's not bad. That's actually quite good for a 1/3 body. I don't think the spell damage is ever going to come into play, but it's a pretty sturdy body. Bladestorm a little awkward here.
Worthy
Not really a
or
great
unworthy?
option for Feesh. I mean, I would imagine the Kargath is going to come down in some capacity here.
I'm down to take a value trade with this card guy.
Sure. I'm wondering whether it's the 2/2 or the 1/3. Nope. Gonna go ahead and just clear the bear off right now.
Yeah, I think I would have killed the 1/3 because that would have forced the bear off still to trade in,
That makes sense.
or the face,
Or the
plus
face.
the
Or the
2/2.
face. Right.
Yeah,
Either way,
yeah.
it's
So it would have forced 2 attacks into it, or a penflinger or something. So
Wisdom comes down again for the 9th time this game, or 11th time now. Sorry, 9th time
11th.
a duplicate
Oh.
of Wisdom has come down. But here is
So that
Leandrin.
wasn't Lady Leandrin. What is that card?
I don't know.
Is it N'Zoth?
Hey, loser!
Unless it's something crazy like Zephyrus, maybe. But that's crazy in a pure paladin.
It's Broom Paladin.
It's Broom. Why am I doing this tonight? It is Broom Paladin.
It's only happening because you made fun of me. Because you
It
put me
is.
on the
This
spot
is
earlier.
karmic
and this is-
retribution
yeah,
with
it
100%
is.
certainty.
Move quickly.
Maybe it's Yogg. It's probably Yogg. Look at the HS3 plan. A lot of them have Yogg in it. A lot more have Yogg than N'Zoth. Just random cards that you wouldn't have played by now and just held on to the whole game.
SkrtReynolds doing a good job here of staggering a little bit of the health totals, so that way not susceptible to the Blade Storm that is in hand, and that's not a great draw, that Battle Rage there. Probably going to be used nonetheless, just to go ahead and get it out there, but maybe you pick up something low cost, like a 1-cost minion. No, what even 1-cost minion is there in the deck still? Both Rescue Skippers have been played, unless there's
Maybe a Sky Raider?
Sky Raider, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. And then you can trade the Silas, trade the Sky Raider. But I think at this point, you probably want to take one of these 2 minions. 4 Librams on the one on the right, 4 Librams on the one on the left, so you're getting 4 Librams either way.
You could Blade Storm then Silas. Just to try to minimize. No, because then they get a 4/4. Unless you Silas takes something, then Blade Storm.
I think that's probably it. You Silas, you take the 5/6, so that
Yeah,
way
and then you
they
Blade
lose
Storm.
both their 4 health minions. I think that's the play here.
Or unworthy?
That is not the play here. But we will see that play just with the reverse order of the cards, as Silas is looking like he's coming down. Let's mouse briefly. There it is.
This way instead of that way.
Yeah, always the.
Wait.
Oh no!
Leandrin?
This is most
He picked the wrong
unusual.
way. I was just gonna say, always the most tense moment for me, trying to pick the correct direction. That the minions rotate. I think that was a
Demands
mistake.
retribution.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that it was a mistake. You would almost always, 100% of the time, want the 5/2 with the buffs.
Yeah.
Let me
Down comes the Libra move. You continue to see Penflinger shenanigans, as you put it.
I mean, it is.
That's all it does.
All it does is remind you that you're a loser.
It's definitely the rudest card in Hearthstone history.
I think Cruel Taskmaster is pretty rude. He's just trying to take a break from work and he yells at you until you get back to work.
You know, the lazy peons, though, they need to be whipped into shape every once in a while.
That's fair. That's fair.
Move quickly. Reporting for duty.
Let's watch his APM in action.
Yeah, these are the turns that you just kind of mentally test it on the fly to make sure that you're getting all the actions in time, putting the levers where you want them for maximum damage, but at the same time not playing into cards in your opponent's hand. So far, we've only seen 1 brawl, so second brawl, there's your Rattlegore, but way too late.
Go Battle Rage, go!
Yeah, Battle Rage immediately. It's an Evil Quartermaster.
Oh, Evil Quartermaster.
Your valor
Not even gonna play
Fell
Evil
lackey into
Quartermaster.
something. I don't know.
Not even gonna bother with it. And we will see game 1 here go to SkrtReynolds and the Libram Paladin. Almost, it caught me that time. It got me that time. So
Yeah.
as mentioned, this is last year standing. So now that Paladin will run back again. And we're going to wait for SkrtReynolds to restart real quick here.
You tell him
Notify
to go
both
ahead and
players
restart?
that's happening.
Okay. Nice. Look at you. It's like you've done this before or something.
Yeah, a few times.
I
I may not be able to tell the difference visually between Libram and Pure Paladin, but I've done this op thing a few times.
Alright, so DoctorFeesh got Priest and Pally left.
And Warrior is out.
Yeah. If it's Pure Pally's supposed to be favored into Broom Pally still. Because like the new Priest used to be the Paladin killer last meta because it had all the yoink effects in it, but these new priests kind of like retracted on a lot of the take your stuff effects. I think you go the Paladin Mirror. Yeah, if it's pure, I think you go Paladin Mirror. If it's not, I think you just gotta run the Priest into it and hope your removal and your silence randomly generated like silence effect and stuff lines up pretty well.
And of course, we don't know these lists as this is a closed list format. You talked about this at the top with Priest. Was it Gabby's list? I think is the popular one that we've been seeing. That Reach Rank 1 Legend.
I think so. Yeah.
That has the mirrors on top end, no Galakron. And I've always wondered. I have not played the list myself, and I really don't think I've seen much of it. How does it win the grindier matchups? How does it win those matchups where it goes, deeper into the decks? You don't have the infinite value generator Galakron. You don't have some of the other crazy effects that we see in like Highlander Hunter, or Highlander Priest, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does it win later games?
You could either tempo them out with your Draconic Studies and randomly generate stuff because you discover a lot of dragons in this. You run double Draconic Studies. The Cobalt Spellkin usually gives you Draconic Studies. So you normally generate a lot of value. Your Raised Deads get you a lot of value back. So usually you just outvalue the other grindy decks. And their removal just can't keep up with you just flooding the board with all these morons constantly. They also just sometimes you, like in the Warrior Mirror specifically too, is like sometimes you play a Radogor and then you play your Murzon back and then you steal then you have your own Radogor. Some lists run Yogg Saron as like a Hail Mary type. Like, oh man, I need to win. But yeah, usually in the super grindy matchups, the Priest just creates so much value, so much card generation that it just...
And that's what I was curious about, because the list you were talking about doesn't run any of the old gods.
Well, some do.
But that list specifically did not.
Oh yeah, that list specifically.
Why I was asking that question.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. It's just you run double Draconic Studies, you run Cobalt Spellkins, you run Raised Dead, so you just... A lot of times you just outvalue them in the late game where they're like running out of threats because you've been able to deal with their threats. But now you just have these random plethora of dragons and nonsense constantly going.
Well, we'll have to wait a game at least to see if that's the case here, because we're going to see a Paladin Mirror, and we are going to see both hands, which is awesome. So thank you to SkrtReynolds for restarting to go ahead and restart there, so we can see everything. And it looks like we're going to see another. It's going to be a Libram Paladin versus maybe we don't know for DoctorFeesh yet.
Saleet's probably
no, we saw Penflinger in the mulligan.
I didn't see nothing.
I saw Penflinger in the mulligan, so it's gonna be a Libram mirror, true mirror here.
Nice. I can't see SkrtReynolds' hand. I hope you can.
I sure can.
Nice. I just have the visual thing where like the cards flip, but all they do is flip upside down and not the other way. So I was just looking at the card backs in a different way.
Well, right now, SkrtReynolds got a pair of those Truth Seekers in hand, but no Librams at the moment.
Nice. Job's done. I can see now.
And Potion Vendor was the other card off of the first day of school.
Ooh, Iron Beak Owl. I wonder if that's what SkrtReynolds was holding in his hand for so long.
That is probably the case. Sense. Yeah. There was never really a target to ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you're holding that for Radogor the entire time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Radogor or Kargrath Prime sometimes. Just so they don't get the second trigger. Like, if you can't kill it that way, they don't get the second trigger of...
Or Kargath OG if you have the chance to hit it before it rushes into something and dies. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me think.
Let's see. I almost want to just like press hero power and go face for SkrtReynolds here.
Quickly.
Next turn we can coin out an outdoor truth seeker.
Reporting for duty.
Oh. Alright, we got the broomstick to clear up the pride. And for Feesh, picked up another pride here for Feesh. Picked up. No, I cannot hear you, Donde. I feel like we probably are talking over each other on your side because I can't hear you. So I don't know if that's a Discord error or probably Discord error.
I wonder.
Donde. I see you lighting up, but I can't hear anything.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Alright. I guess I'll keep talking. Hope I don't overlap on Donde's side as he tries to figure out what's going on with our issues here. It seems to be on his end, not mine. So everyone remember that for later when Donde tries to roast me in the THL Discord. But we got an outdoor truth seeker matchup here. But looks like SkrtReynolds got the second one, so he's ahead in the outdoor truth seeker face to face. But no Libra Wisdoms just yet for SkrtReynolds. We can go Penflinger face, Hand of a Doll, or outdoor truth seeker to clear. Donde? No, I still can't hear you, Donde. There we go. Finally, Leroy Wisdom picked up.
Must move quickly.
Drop the Lever of Wisdom on the Potion Vendor, bounce the Penflinger back, and back to DoctorFeesh, whose hand is... next turn.
Let me think.
Set up for the Libra of Hope that turn. What else can we do this turn? We could also just go Amber Watcher, Broomstick to clear up the Truth Seeker, but you lose both your minions just to clear up the taunt. I kind of don't like that.
Seems
really
like an aggressive use.
Oh, hey!
Fixed it.
What'd you do?
Oh, you unplugged it and plugged it back in, man.
Oh, perfect. Hey. You know, when in doubt,
I don't know what caused
restart.
it to stop working. I don't know when it stopped working and when people could stop hearing me, but
It's alright. I just kept talking.
I just realized
Like
there was
I
a point.
do
I
best.
realized there was a point where we were both talking concurrently, and I was like, "There's no way he hears me right now."
Alright. Okay, we're gonna go with this Libra of Justice line, which is okay. It does clear the board and leave you with a 2/2, or it would leave you with the 1/1 Penflinger.
Yeah,
I don't know if
hoping
I
that Penflinger
like
lives,
this
of course, to be able to
play
pull
too
it
much.
back. But I have doubts that it will live through this turn.
No, that thing needs to die. And DoctorFeesh knows that SkrtReynolds still has a Penflinger in his hand, so that Penflinger from DoctorFeesh is not long for this world.
I wonder.
Now, Tuna, I do have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
How does Feesh qualify for an MD, but you didn't?
He went to
as a
college.
Fish brother.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, okay.
So, yeah. Alright. I'd like to just see this Libra of Hope dropped here from DoctorFeesh.
Yeah, it does seem like a fine play. The Ironbeak Owl in hand for SkrtReynolds will probably make that. Well, and you probably still want to hold on to that for the post.
Yeah, you hold on to that
stuff.
until they like double Libram or after the Liadra. Same thing.
Right,
It's
unless you're
it's
actively
lackluster
pushing
just
lethal.
remove Divine Shield. Yeah, like you just said, not pushing for lethal. So there is no reason to do that.
Penflinger number 2 in hand for SkrtReynolds.
Penflinger number 2. It's like Mumbo number 5, but Penflingers.
Bet nobody was expecting a Lou Bega reference tonight on Salty Saturday, but here you are, deep in the 90s with Throwback Tuna.
Throwback Tuna. I love
I love how he randomly got a commercial somehow in like the last 4 or 5 years, and I was just like, who has thought of this song or this person and been like,
40,
I need
25-year-old people plus that are randomly just like, hey, you remember that song Mumbo number 5?
Remember that song where he just listed women like for, I don't know, a minute and a half?
It was catchy.
I mean, so was Livin' La Vida Loca, but I don't see Ricky Martin getting any commercials.
Yo, Ricky Martin should have commercials.
So we're going to see the Owl come down, clear the, not only the Divine Shield, but the one Libram there. So that kind of does shut down the shenanigans a little bit early for Penflinger for DoctorFeesh, but, you know, SkrtReynolds just kind of looking to establish, I guess, that High Absolute is a good draw. This could turn this game around here, as now something like High Abyss plus that second Libram of Justice would allow Feesh to clear and go ahead and push this 8-8 to face. He's going to hold on to it. A little less aggressive. Maybe use the Amber Watcher to heal that 8-3 instead.
Yeah, I like just healing the Ancient Guardian, punch one of these right face.
I wonder.
By the way, shout out to Brushy for the sick modding.
Yeah, take that, bot. There's one thing I do well while casting. It's read everything in chat.
One of us has to.
Yeah. We're gonna drop the Hammer of the Naru.
Alright, Hand of a Doll. First time we've seen that for SkrtReynolds.
We saw it last game.
This game.
Fool! Alright.
As I say, I assume there's 2 copies. We've only seen 1.
See, so we can go like
Me think.
Penflinger, Penflinger, and Penflinger.
Yep. A lot of losers being called out right now.
Ooh, there's the stylist for SkrtReynolds.
And probably the Libram, I would imagine.
You can
throw the second
shoot
Penflinger down there, might as well.
If you want, or we're gonna shoot the, what is this thing called? Holy Elemental.
Does he want to just use one of the Penflingers here to clear the 6-5?
Nah. Maybe. Probably not. Nah, he's doing it.
Well, yeah, because you can go ahead and pop the Libram on the 1-1. I mean, yeah, it gets rid of the Libram. Decides to just leave it out there. Alright, second Hammer of the Naru. Big thanks to everyone tuning in tonight. I know the World Championships are, well, they were ongoing last I checked. I don't know if they're still happening right now, but thank you for being here with us. And would like to shout it out because, you know, we got more viewers on Twitch than Blizzard Esports does right now, so suck on that.
More than who?
More than the official Play Hearthstone.
they even streaming right now?
Yeah, because they stream on YouTube. That's the joke, man. Try to keep up, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. That's why I didn't keep up with it.
Oof.
Maybe if your joke was funny, I would have got it. But, you know, here we are.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Ooh. So we're going to Silas, steal the Abyss, and then play the Libra and Wisdom.
I don't hate that. You know, I mean, I guess in the absence of other options.
That way.
Yeah, let's see if this.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Again, always the most tense moment.
You just got to play enough Silas to understand. Ooh, it's a Libra of Justice to clear up the Amber Watcher. Okay. Red Scale, Dragon Tamer off the top here for DoctorFeesh. But his hand is just looking awful. No real power plays. Like, his most powerful plays play the other Hammer of the Naru. But then you just waste a whole weapon charge and a half on this one. Lord Barov's not even that good right now. You only have one spell for the Penflinger. Broom. Maybe Broom with Hammer. Clear up some of this board. Like, even that doesn't even feel the greatest.
No.
I mean, we could clear up the whole board. So we can go, like, Hammer, punch the 5/5, Hero Power, play Hammer the Naru, Broom, and then clean up the board. That's an option.
Here comes that Barrog, as you mentioned.
Okay.
Getting real close into this turn, though. Does get the Hammer Swing off the time. All right.
Yeah, he was debating for a while if he wanted to play the Broomstick or not. Decided to go with not and just swing face into the High Elvis, that traitorous High Elvis.
And now Skrt has the first day of school for extra Penflinger shenanigans, should he want.
I wonder.
Yeah. Let's go Amber Watcher, Penflinger, Libram, Penflinger, first day of school, probably.
Let me think.
One of these pens probably go into the Barov.
Yeah, I think that's right to start there.
Yeah, because then you go.
Reporting for duty.
So we're not gonna play the Amber Watch.
Looks like gonna play it post.
He just
swing. Yep.
He wants to keep it at 6 health. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense. And our first day of school to finish it out. Play a 1-drop if you have time. Oh yeah, he does. You get that beaming sidekick.
I got you, friend.
Not a bad 1-drop at this stage of the game.
He also got that Timberwolf again.
second time in a row.
Well, he really loves his 1-mana 1/1 that gives your other beast +1 attack. Alright, and once again, for DoctorFeesh, his hand is not looking the greatest. Play the Hammer Naru, make it a 7/7.
Move quickly.
Alright, just send some chip damage face. Broom, clear up the board. Alright.
Yeah, I like that.
Strong turn here from Feesh.
So with that Libra Justice in the back pocket, might start seeing swings of the Hammer, considering you've got the Libram in your pocket to utilize. And
He swung at the beginning of the turn.
oh, that's right, that's the second Hammer.
It's okay.
Let's keep swinging hammers.
You know this left-hand sidebar here that Hearthstone so kindly gives you. So you
Listen, I'm stream hopping. I'm doing stuff over here. All right, like I can't be held to the same standard as you.
Oh yeah, what's your longest op in a row?
It's not really important.
Oh, okay, because you just know I have a longer one. Is that why it's not important?
I cannot wait to
I
read
mean,
these.
if you want to throw it out on the table and compare the length of our ops, then that's on you.
Listen, length matters. But anyways, so probably gonna Penflinger, Libra Wisdom, swing face probably into 7-3, and then just leave the board alone. Oh, we're gonna broom. These are very aggressive uses of these brooms and such. This game.
Yeah, I think it seems like both players kind of seeing the other be low on resources and thinking maybe this is the part where I can push and I can finish this game off, and then it just ends up kind of being a counterpunch here. But Skrt does have that Liadrin in hand, which is much more valuable.
Yeah. Well, my only thing is, like, you would have left DoctorFeesh with just a 1/1 here and practically had the same board and still have your broom in hand, though. Is my real issue with the broom usage that turn.
Now that's a second Amber Watcher in hand, which means that Red Skill Dragon Tamer is not going to have a target when it does get eventually played here by Feesh. We've seen 7 Librams of Wisdom for SkrtReynolds, none of the Librams of Hope, and one Libram of Justice, but that doesn't really matter for Liadrin's purposes.
I wonder.
And we've seen
2 Hands of Vidal.
Yeah.
So
and
9 cards.
Feesh,
Yeah.
We've seen 2 Librams of Wisdom and 1 Hope that he'll get back from Liadrin.
Correct.
I must move quickly.
And we'll probably be seeing this Liadrin from SkrtReynolds probably next turn, depending what he draws.
I was going to say, depending on what he sees Feesh play and what he draws, but it does look like this might be the moment to go for it.
Looks like I'm here just in
See the
time.
heal. And a little Penflinger.
Wait, did we Libra just? Okay, no. He was holding it like over his portrait, like as the turn ended. So I was like,
Either opting not to play the red scale or just not getting it in time. Sal's Pride is the draw for SkrtReynolds. Not sure what else is in the deck that has 1 attack, or rather 1 health that would be drawn.
Let's see. Let's think.
Seen both Penflingers.
Yeah. Same both broomsticks.
And
There might be like a loot hoarder or something chilling about.
Second Solid, perhaps.
True.
So, not as valuable as it would have been in the early goings here, but I see Penflinger.
What? You're gonna see Penflinger.
Surprising, I know.
Amazing.
Move quickly.
Drop the Timberwolf. No, drop the Timberwolf. Okay.
Not drop the Timberwolf.
Interesting. Just valued the.
Does he have enough time here to get all the flings in?
No. He's just throwing stuff. Point. See how much he was able to push. 9. Okay. Novice. Alright, I mean, it's a redraw. Start with Novice. Probably gonna end up Libram Justicing this turn.
Yeah, I would imagine have to. Elder Attendant.
Okay. It's ways to keep the board after you Libram Hope or Libram Justice here. So
it feels bad wasting the 3 swings of that hammer, but I think it really has to be done this turn. Otherwise, you probably just die.
You are dead. I mean, you know he has at least like 3 more, like at minimum like 3 more Libra Wisdoms in hand, possibly 4 or 5. because you never know the odds of them getting the Hand of Adults back.
I wonder.
All right, and there is that Libra of Justice. All right, board clear. Feesh has slight advantage right now. And let's see what SkrtReynolds burns off the top. Libra of Justice. Okay.
No, that's totally fine.
Yeah. Not troublesome in the least. So. Here's that pride. And Flinger can just clear up this entire board by himself. If SkrtReynolds so chooses to dump that much.
Reporting for duty.
I'm wondering if you're Skrt, are you thinking about, that red scale Dragon Tamer's been sitting in Feesh's hand now for a few turns and not played, especially at times where he's had the mana to do so. Is there something you'd be holding back instead?
You could just be playing mind games, maybe. If I'm Skrt, I'm thinking. If I'm Skrt, I'm thinking it's like Lady Leandrin or something. Right, like maybe he thinks DoctorFeesh is waiting to see like a Libra of Hope before dropping the Leandrin.
Right. So
if I'm SkrtReynolds, that's what I'm thinking, is in DoctorFeesh's hand at this point. Alright.
There's that Libram of Hope. That's number 2. So now Feesh is just a Leandrin away from being able to maybe flip this game around. But will it get there in time?
Gonna be a tough one. We can clear up this pride if we want. We go Penflinger, Libra of Hope, Libra of Wisdom, Penflinger, punch it. Which at least pulls some pressures off your 8/8 dying.
Move quickly.
That seems to be what's going on here.
Yep, that does appear to be the case.
Oh, it was just the other pride. Okay.
Now we're gonna see another burn.
Yeah, but we burn it.
Oh no, we're not. No, never mind. There was 9. There was 9 here, not 10.
I believed you. I should have double checked.
Yeah, you should have.
But
the Libra Hope's big pickup, definitely getting played. There it is. And now the Penflinger will do its job on this 9/9.
Yep, we're gonna be able to clear this up too.
Very easily. Yep. Now, Hand of Adult. Obviously, we're getting to the point where fatigue is going to be a factor in this game.
Oh, you're not playing this again.
Yeah. I'm just.
You're not playing it again unless you're pushing for lethal.
Yes, yes. It is strictly for finishing this game out. At this point, you don't want to draw. There's nothing really in the deck at this point. I would imagine that SkrtReynolds needs. Maybe second Hammer than ours. Second Leap of Hope is in deck still.
Yep. Good job by SkrtReynolds not burning his Penflinger by accident.
Absolutely.
Make sure you bounced it before you traded. Just in case he wasn't aware of the interaction or anything like that.
Let me go ahead and clear out a few Librams.
Oh.
Not a great draw for Feesh, no.
Big sigh of relief from SkrtReynolds if he's been paying attention to the hand or has any kind of deck tracker up.
What was that card he's been holding? It's just a Dragon Tamer. Pretty low impact turn there for Feesh, unfortunately.
13,
Byproduct of the draw.
14, 16, 18, 20, 22,
Mm-hmm.
23. I think he is lethal.
I mean, is depending on if there's another low-cost spell draw, like Leap of Hope is pretty low cost at this point. If he plays this Adal and draws it,
No, I think he's just dead with the Adal.
that's good because he didn't draw.
I think, yeah.
And Feesh has done the math. Feesh knows that it is up here in game 2.
Yeah, I believe that was exactly 23 with the final Penflinger activation doing the last point. But quick math's not really a strong suit here on Salty Saturday. We're just salty people.
You know,
so.
we're not here to give a math lesson.
Listen, the only math that I can do is if it involves 25 or 45 or 35. If it involves those numbers, bam, I know it instantly.
I see.
Those are, for those who don't know, those are the weights of most plates in the gym.
I will fight with honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey man, I don't know. I just had to say it. I assume you didn't know, so that's why I said it, man.
Listen, I've lifted a few weights in my day, alright?
Listen, a Taco Bell burrito does not count as a weight.
Okay, so it hasn't been recent is what I'm saying, but...
And we'll see DoctorFeesh on his final deck here. The Priest. Taking on... Ooh, there's a Cartoon Defender. Taking on this Broom Paladin still from SkrtReynolds. SkrtReynolds looking for the sweep. Oh, it
it's
is,
a
Matt.
big resurrection?
Yeah. Yep. The Cartoon Defender is what made me start thinking that it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Oh man, I'm full of it tonight.
Well, this is game 3, so Feesh is looking to reverse sweep with this Priest. So if you thought the series was over, let me tell you, we could be a long way from the end at this point.
Thank goodness we only have one match tonight. I'd feel so bad for the 9 p.m. match.
Yeah, Lemur asked in chat if who was the 9 p.m. match, and I said this one apparently as well. Because we started on time at 8, and we are in game 3. But hey, you know, that's not the worst thing. I like exciting matches that go back and forth, and we've had 2 good games so far that did go back and forth, so definitely entertaining.
Idle. Just get as greedy as possible.
I think that's probably where we're going with it. It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost 6 mana after the second palm reading, so it's honestly not too bad. It's a 6 mana 10/10 of something with usually Death Rattle or Vargoth. So, it's pretty good.
Seems good to me.
Seems very good to me. Hey, losers assemble. You're right,
Reporting
C-Mac.
for duty.
You'll find that out in 10 minutes, but I like that.
And right
This
now,
Blood Imp's
SkrtReynolds,
actually pretty good.
not a whole lot of action on his side of the board. You know, just a couple grunts there, and a Blood Imp, which is not the strongest minion off first day of school. Little Renew.
Yeah. I don't like the way that Feesh is using his spells here. I think the palm reading last turn he should have held on to a couple more turns, and I think he's not really facing too much pressure to like just be going for these cards right now. I would have liked to see him just wait a couple more turns, get more discounts on more of the spells and stuff like that. But
Also, pass up the second Idol of Yasharash there for the Way of Apathy. I thought might even go for
that's a
Mind
good call. Yeah, Mind Control would also have been good.
Because you
Cost 9.
steal the old big drop, you know, with the
Yeah.
Lemurs on it. You know this game is most likely going that deep anyway. Second Cartoot, the draw for Feesh. I'll have you know now that you've called me out with the weights. I'm holding on to an 8-pound weight right now, just lifting it.
I can't see it, so I don't believe you.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
Because you don't show yourself in Discord.
I don't show
So,
myself in Discord because I route my camera straight to OBS.
Straight to OBS. Look at me, I'm so fancy. I'm a fancy op. Alright, what do we hit? Convincing Infiltrator. Off that insight. Not corrupted. He'll face passive back to SkrtReynolds.
I keep waiting for you to do like the skirt, like the gun sound. Yeah, there you go.
You know what's funny? You know why I love this so much more? When I played a lot of Overwatch, my name was actually Skirt. And I used to yell that in the voice chat of Overwatch. It's be like, Skirt.
It's a heck of a story right there.
I'm just letting you know.
You should write that down so your kids can read about it when you're dead.
No, they're gonna read about how I went to a pro Dota 2 tournament.
Here just in time.
Wow. Subtle flex.
Subtle. I mean, I can actually flex if you put the camera back on. Alright. I'd love to just see this idol just slammed.
Probably that or the cartoon. We're going to see cartoon.
I don't know. I mean, most things you have in there, like, if you were going to do this anyways, like, why not put the 10-10 on board?
Yeah, I'm not sure what minions would remain in deck. I guess,
Because, like, if you hit the other...
maybe a high roll like a Vargoth?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you hit a Vargoth and you get a second trigger, if you hit the other Blood of Cahoon, like, that's also just crazy. So I don't know what the point of the cartoon was over. Oh, Donde! You know what this infectious spoiling reminds me of?
Go on.
Remember when we played pro last season against each
God,
other?
now I remember. Tell you to stop talking.
Alright, use the broom here to transform this cartoon defender into infectious spoiling.
Funny enough, that actually ends up working out well for Feesh, because if he had played the 10-10, it would have become a Sporling as well. So this now allows him to use that Idol of Yasharaj next turn and not have to worry about it becoming a Sporling. You know, not that that's a card you'd ever really play around, because it was off first day of school.
Yeah, just, let me play around this.
Let me play around the infectious Sporling.
Yeah.
If anybody main decks an infectious Sporling later this season and wins because of that, I would like a clip.
Why did we trade our Truth Seeker into the Sporling instead of a 1/3? Huh.
Not sure.
Neat.
And now the Sporling remains.
What must I do?
So now the Idol of Yasharaj can't be played here again without clearing that 1/2.
This just keeps reminding me more and more of our match, because that thing lasted like 6 turns. For those who don't know, I'll enlighten you real quick of what Donde and I are talking about. I'll pull my mic in close, that way you can fully hear me. Donde and I played second to last week's season of Pro last season. It was Control. It was Control Shaman. Or third to last. Anyways, it was near the end. Aeon's making a playoff push, and they're facing the unknown, and we stomped them and like knocked them out of playoffs. But anyways, so it's Control Shaman versus Broom Paladin here, and Donde got an infectious Sporling off his first day of school. As SkrtReynolds steals this 10-10 here with his Silas and gives DoctorFeesh a 1/1.
Big prompts for Feesh here.
Donde got an infectious Sporling and played it and thought he was all funny because he hit my minion with it. Well, this infectious Sporling continues to be on this board for about 6 turns of just trading back and forth between Donde and myself. As SkrtReynolds takes it 3-0! The story's not as mad.
I was saying that happened abruptly to end the series there.
But, you know, congrats to the SkrtReynolds and his Broom Pally here. Just absolutely just did everything to just continue keeping the pressure on DoctorFeesh. Even that last match, I mean, DoctorFeesh saw no removal. That infectious Sporling just shut down all of his plays. The Silas just sealed up that game.
Yeah, that was definitely a very, very strong start to the not only the season, but SkrtReynolds' first match as a member of PHL. So, you know, strong 3-0 to open the season here against Feesh, and give Tonk, if you are corny, the win, because that makes it 12-2 on the week for them. Yeah. And so you just laugh every time I say Tonk, if you are corny, don't you?
No.
I mean, you don't have to deny it. That's
I do.
It's pretty phenomenal.
There were so many good names. Like even in Pro, there's so many good THL names, team names these seasons coming up.
Yeah, everyone's stepping it up pretty strong, which I appreciate. So
I love all of them except for Dark Side of Cthulhu.
Ouch! Yeah, that's right.
Wait, let me be fair. I love all of them except for 20% of Dark Side of Cthulhu.
Okay. I wonder why you're being mean to Saku. It just kind of hurts.
I
But
love Saku. Excuse me? But, yeah, great start for them. There's still 2 matches left. So maybe the other 2, Atomos and 2-star Mako, can get on the board here for Servants of Yogg Saron, just so they're not, just for their own personal record and just so they're not fully
this is
shut out.
week
from the
1.
Yeah.
Wins are great.
They are still relevant.
Yeah, wins are
They
great, but
matter
points are
every week.
important at any point of the season. So you want to get as many as you can early on, even in the weeks where you lose. So it's totally reasonable, especially with in Orange Conference here with Agungan us among. That's going to trip me up this season. Agua, we're just going to go with Agua. Agua is on bye.
Us among.
Agungan us among. Their abbreviation is Agua, aka water in Spanish, and they are. Yeah, just boom, knowledge dropped.
Boom!
They are on bye this week, so they are not going to be acquiring points, but I have a feeling that as good as that team is, they will be acquiring points furiously over the next few weeks, and it will not matter very much. If we just take a look around the other matches in Hero here before we pass on... well, we're not passing the baton to anybody. You can go back to watching Worlds if you want, I guess. But Dad Legend won 12-3 already over Fair and Balanced, with 2 matches still to go there, so strong start for Dad Legend. And this is in the purple conference, by the way.
Purple.
And vote of some confidence in Tam Pam Surf Slam, currently tied 6-6 through 2 matches. JR Juggerlaut, bit of an upset over Ridiculous Hat, both PR and just in general previous record. But JR had a fantastic legacy season, ended up the MVP, and is looking to prove not a fluke. Your boy Ron Mexico with the W over Osmonaut there, so I know that makes you feel something. I'm not sure what the feeling would be.
Love and hate, I guess.
Hate,
Haptrid. Haptrid. Sure.
Teal has Ask HS with the lead, 8-6 over Transfer Students. 3 matches in there. G-Kick with the sole win for Transfer Students over Kel. Mr. Python and Draco Cat getting wins over Bach and Jester. And then No Pros here with a win over F2L Black, 13-7. That is still 1 match to go. Super Murloc versus Kazargar in the 5. But that is a guaranteed win for NPH with Agent PWE, Skittles, and Pasca winning, with Hockey Boys being the sole winner for F2L. So, interesting first week here. We've seen some blowouts. We've seen some close matches. And that's, we still haven't even seen... Dab on him has not played for Teal.
Nope.
Feet of Cthulhu, the second coolest Cthulhu name of the season in here.
Or the
has not
first.
played. Well, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I love me some Pink Floyd, and I do hate that it's your team because I do love your team name so
I know,
much.
I know how you feel. You don't have to tell me.
I'm not explaining it for you. I'm explaining it for our beautiful THL viewers at home. Love from your Uncle Tuna.
From Uncle Tuna. Well, I know you can see it. You'll probably see it in 10 minutes, but I was lifting the weight for you, so just make sure.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch.
You know what's up? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, were you lifting it during this part?
Yeah, this part, so you can see it on stream.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
The weights were actually behind me. For whatever reason. Not that they've been getting a whole heck of a lot of use, TBH. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Yeah, we only had the 1 match. Thank you to DoctorFeesh and SkrtReynolds for offering to allow us to play their match this week. We will be moving into 3 series being active next week. That's going to be Legacy, Pro, in addition to Hero being in week 2. So we'll have a lot of stuff to choose from. So if you are interested in being on stream next week, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., or 10 p.m., please let me know. Eastern time, of course, and we will get you on stream. So
there's also
Brushy's got stuff.
Thursday night matches now.
Yes, Thursday. Well, so next week we're going to have 1 reveal stream because we have Wild, and then the rest of those nights will still be match streams.
Right, but starting in 2 weeks, we will have Thursday night matches again, or for the first time. I do not remember.
No, again, it's been a while, but it's happened before.
So for you THL players out there, you know who you are who like to play almost instantly.
Sure.
You can start playing on stream on Thursday if you really want to. Open up more possibilities for y'all to be on stream because we love streaming you guys. We love having you on. We love giving the viewers at home something to watch on their late nights here at THL.
And we do have School Zone tomorrow afternoon And we have Sunday night matches as well, so make sure to tune in for those. I would also like to point out that next week is the first week of new content, like the new revamped content. So make sure to tune in for our new shows. We got Monday, which is Around the Saloon, hosted by 2-Star Mako. So if you're a fan of hot takes and maybe Brushy, I guess, tune into that.
Tell them who's on week 1 for Around the Saloon.
Who is on week 1?
We got me, BrushyTuna, Bozosaurus, Mike, Lowe, and Raw Mexico.
Should be a fun, exciting hot take fest. That's going to be like, if you ever watch Around the Horn on ESPN, that's the style of show. It's going to be moderated by Mako, fun takes around, and
a lot of hot takes.
Yeah, a lot of hot takes and a lot of points that don't really mean a whole heck of a lot being given out.
They don't. The points are made up, and they do not matter.
Yeah, whose lines anyway?
Yeah.
And then join us for Tuesday. That's when we will be unveiling the new Hearth Center. That will be our recap show. So it'll be going over what you saw tonight, in addition to everything else in Hero. And Wednesday will be our preview show. So that's going to be Tavern Talk, as always. And you will get to see the predictions for the upcoming weeks. So make sure to tune in. Lots of stuff, lots of good content. Excited to bring it to you. And that's it, Brushy. Thank you for being here tonight. And hopefully we have some more good matches in the future this season. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. See ya.
See ya.